Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the private server, Everlasting. We are with Silver Phoenix, our level 38 martial arts scrapper, and we have about 22 million influence and 6 or 7 million experience. And I finally got another story arc from Anton Sampson. So I'm over here with the security chief of Steel Canyon. Unfortunately, Anton gave me that mission last time to talk to the security chief. This is one of these BS street sweeper missions. It's worse than that. It's a hazard zone street sweeper. He sent me down into the sewers, and I was supposed to defeat 40 Rikti in the sewers. I said no, thank you. I just auto completed the mission. I'm not interested in missions like that. That's just really annoying. And the whole point of this mission was to introduce you as a player to the high level sewer zone and group missions. I don't need to be introduced to that. I've been playing this game for years. So I decided just not to do it. So here we are. He's giving us a story arc. So we have one from Ginger Yates that we're on, and now we'll have one from Anton Sampson. These are the final two story arcs, I believe, of the vanilla game in the pre-level 40. Colleen Nelson never gave me one. But in any case, Mass Duplicity, he says, Silver Phoenix, I have a mission for you. A shipment of illegal weapons. Technology is coming into the city. My own contacts gave me a pretty good idea of where it's going to be. Could you intercept it? So we're on two story arcs now. Yay. I love story arcs. And we got to do the weapons, and we got to talk to Dr. Sheridan in Brickstown. So we're going to go to Brickstown. We're going to continue that story arc, and we're going to do the Ginger Yates story arc. I mostly just wanted to get on to Anton's story arc so that we have it. This way we can't outlevel it. Once you're on a story arc, you can finish it, no matter what level you become. So if I left these two story arcs in like level to 49, I'd still have the rest of the story arcs to do, I believe. Unless they've changed that, but I don't think so. Once you start a story arc, basically you own it, and you can keep playing on it until you're done. So we've got these two story arcs, and that will probably get us to level 39 and maybe close to 40. But we're going to go to Brickstown. We're going to talk to Professor Sheridan, who's going to help us out with that story arc that we're on, right, which is about the Terra Conspiracy, right? This is the Devouring Earth and their new, what do you want to call it? Their new serum for mutating people. Oops, I did not mean to come down there. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. This is the way we want to go. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and talk to Sheridan. Gosh, I didn't even click on him because I know like exactly where he is. I think I know where he is. He used to be right here, right? Yeah. Next to the hospital. And he says, sample medicine. This sample is a medicine that weakens the immune system. Doctors use similar medications when they're doing organ transplants. Keeps the body from rejecting a new organ. I guess the Devouring Earth plan to turn this substance into a virus to weaken all of our immune systems so that we're more susceptible to their mutagens. Great. That's not good. Alright, so Ginger says, we need to know more, and I think I know where to look. The ecological activist group Fauna First. If they help the Devouring Earth produce that chemical, they may well know the next phase of the plan. So we're gonna go to, let's see, I think a couple of the lead on Fauna First. It turns out that they have a front company located in Founders Falls, so we're gonna go to Founders Falls and defeat them, or defeat the Devouring Earth at their company. But you'd have to be pretty crazy to be a human and ally yourself with the Devouring Earth, I would think. That would be pretty crazy. Given that they, like, hate humans, and they're trying to sort of poison us and stuff. Alright, so we're gonna head to Founders Falls, and then we will go to the office building or wherever they are and take them out. Oh, there's some chat on my supergroup. Oh no, that's just the message of the day. they're not too far. A couple 100 yards. Alright. So far, we have not had occasion to use a loot, so you can't see how it works. I doubt we're going to need it in this mission, but we'll see. Okay, so Devouring Earth. We are on +2 level missions with +0 players added, so it's still a one-man, but it's treating me as if I'm level 40 instead of level 38. Which is why you see level 41 Devouring Earth. Right, these would be +1 to a level 40. These guys are going to be a little tough because a lot of them have resistance, but it's okay. Nowhere near as bad as Circle of Thorns. Look at that. I mean, imagine 2 red Circle of Thorn minions, +3 Nervas, and where would my health be if I were fighting them? Right? Oh, gosh, that was foolish. Yeah, Practice Brawler's off. That's because I was role-playing last night and I turned off all my powers, and I remember to turn the toggles back on, but I forgot to control-click Practice Brawler. Because I didn't want that thing firing every, whatever it is, minute and 45 seconds during a role-play event. Not that it was really an event, it was just us kind of role-playing random stuff with each other. And one of the things I do a lot with Silver Phoenix in roleplay is people use metaphors like going down the rabbit hole. And since she's Chinese, and I imagine she wouldn't know or recognize any American literature or British literature references, like Alice in Wonderland or something, I have her like ask, what does that mean? You know, I can't really write her accent in text. I really don't. There's no good way to do it. So, so I don't try, and instead, I have her do things like not get cultural references, which I feel like at least drives home the point that she is a foreigner from a very different culture, but I don't have to worry about trying to write out her accent, which I'm not really sure how I would even do, even if I wanted to. So we have 4 activists to save. So these guys were dumb enough to ally themselves with the Devouring Earth, and now the Devouring Earth are coming in here and trying to kill them. Because that's what Devouring Earth do, so these idiots shouldn't have allied with them. And there's more here. Wow, and this is just the first level. There could be 4 more levels of this. Quite a lot of them. That's fine. And these guys die really fast because the quartzes are vulnerable to smashing. One of the very few things, along with the clockwork in this game, that are vulnerable to smashing. Almost nothing is. Most things are resistant to it. Like this guy. The Death Cap, those guys are immune to it. They're not immune to it, they're resistant to it, sorry. One thing with martial arts, I would like one more AoE. Unfortunately, there aren't any. There's just this one, Dragon's Tail. It's the only AoE you get. AoE, of course, being area of effect. Alright, I'm gonna come over here. Need to rest. That's because we're going through the mission so fast. Man, look at all that spawns in here. That's crazy. They're really close to each other. Take out the hostage guys first. And I aggroed the other group. I figured that was gonna happen. Nothing like a good dragon's tail to knock down half your enemies. Okay, so this isn't too bad. Mostly it takes extra endurance because we miss more and we have to take more swings because they resist. Even these little rubble guys dodging me every other swing. They have defenses, right? But we have lots of attack powers, and it's just endurance, you know, that we have to worry about a little bit, not our health. Okay. There's another guy, and that one's a lieutenant. Let's get the minion first. Oh, that's right, this guy with his stupid fungus. Hate these things. Yeah, you have to make sure to take out that little, it's like a little buff machine that either buffs you, depending on what the thing is, it either buffs you or it debuffs. It either debuffs you or buffs them. Which is the same difference, right? If it increases their defense by 10% or you're to hit by 10%, either way it's still, or it increases their defense, decreases their to hit. So plus 20 defense is same as minus 22 hit, so it really doesn't matter whether they're debuffing me or buffing themselves. It's still bad, the little mushroom that they plant. Alright, so there should be an elevator up here. Maybe it's not an elevator. Sardonyx. I don't remember what those do. Possible to hit seems like what they do. Where are all these minions coming from? Whoa. How did I aggro this many guys? These guys are so huge I can't friggin' see what's going on. And they're just gonna keep surrounding me. Knock them over. There we go. Yeah, this is a tough spawn. I don't know what... This is like 3 different spawns in one. I don't know how I aggroed so many of them. I'm slowing down here because I'm out of endurance. Well, we handled it. Not too bad. Wow. This guy can sure take a beating. Jeez. So, was it guys from in here? I don't know how that many of them all came at me at once. I mean, I saw that there was a second spawn around the corner, but I don't know where the rest of them came from. They can't all have been 2 spawns. Okay, elevator. Wow, that was all 1 level. I wonder how many more there are. 3 activists still to save. Yeah, see, these guys are all +3s. I mean, that makes it really hard. Well, it doesn't make it really hard, but that makes it a lot more... it makes them take a lot more hits, especially when you have smashing defense. How is this guy still up? I threw a Dragon's Tail at him. Did it miss? I guess so. Oh, great, a Guardian. So we gotta go after him first. Wow, and he's purple to me because he's +3 Lieutenant. Oh, the Quartz. No, 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 get out, get out. The Quartz does a huge defense debuff. Yeah, I remember that. The first time I ever had one of them get thrown down on me, and I didn't realize it, and I stood in there, and I just got absolutely eaten alive. I did not realize that it was a defense debuff. And I forgot about that, because I have not faced these guys in a while, and have not faced a Sardonyx or one of those Quartz things, I don't think, yet in this new server, and so, yeah, I remember getting my butt absolutely hammered by those things. And I think what I started doing was popping a loot and just pounding the daylights out of the Quartz. Then once it's gone, you're alright. I'm doing 41 damage to them. That means those red cons have, wow, over 50% damage resistance. That's why it's so taking so long, because they're mitigating half my damage. It's Quartz, get out. Yep, just get away from it. That's what I do, just stay away from it, because it'll debuff you, and it's a huge debuff too. It's like -30 defense or something, which basically means that it's acting as if I have no defense. See, he's got another one. Let's just see what it shows there. No, just want to see if it shows what it does. No, it's not showing what it does. Huh. Come to me. There we go. Just stay away from the Quartz. Sometimes there are hostages up here. But no. Yep. Yeah, I remember the Quartz now. Huh. Those guys are pretty easy to knock over, which I do like. I still wish there was a way to enhance your power so that you increase the probability of knockback rather than like knockback distance. This is weird. Where are all the hostages? Oh, there's only 2 more to save. Okay, it's not too bad. Because I feel like I'm coming to the end of this map. Usually, when you see this part, it's the end of the level and the end of the map, because there's usually not an elevator back here. I don't know if I've ever seen an elevator back here. Yeah, no, this is the final room, so I don't know. We'll see. Every time I see Black Rose, I think it's Briar Rose. I don't know why. Briar Rose, of course, being from Sleeping Beauty. That was Sleeping Beauty. That was her name. Yep, so there's another hostage somewhere that I missed. Yet again. So we got a clue, which we can't read yet. And the clue says, they took Tanya Tyler. She's been with our organization for years. She's the most zealous about defending the Earth. So, the question is, where is the last hostage? I just don't know. I haven't seen any other villains. Usually the hostage is... Oh, always the hostage is being protected by the villains. Can you believe this quartz is still here? I did check up here, right? In both rooms. Usually there's a hostage, like, right here. But not in this... Not this time. Yeah, there's nobody in there. Nobody there. And this is the only other level. So there's nobody there. Maybe upstairs. Up there? Yeah, there. Okay. Yep, I didn't go up there. This camera. No, I didn't mean to come down. Alright, well, that's fine. They can come down with me. Oh, get away from me. It's pushing me around. Yeah, somebody was saying in my supergroup chat, he was on a group with 4 masterminds and how much it sucked because the pets can, like, push you around and get in your way and stuff. I haven't actually teamed with a mastermind since the game came back, so... and I don't think I've ever teamed with 4 masterminds, but I can imagine how frustrating that would be, because it's annoying just when a couple of the villains push you around. Okay, so we completed that mission, and now we will call Ginger. Call. And she says, it's not unusual for the Devouring Earth to turn against humans they're allied with, but it is strange for the Devouring Earth to target just one person. Normally, they take all the people they can get. So, it seems the Devouring Earth was after Tanya Tyler specifically, but what I can't figure out is why. They were working with Fauna First, or if there's a connection with all this and the drug they made. One thing is certain. We've got to find out where the Devouring Earth have taken Tanya Tyler. So I want you to hit the streets in Founders Falls and look for clues. So that means defeat a bunch of Devouring Earth. So we're going to defeat 20, and then we're going to probably have to defeat 20 more. I happen to know Devouring Earth tend to show up in the corners here. So we'll head toward the Merit Vendor and then veer off to the side, just giving me a little bit of a guide of where I want to go. Now there's usually DE up in here. There's a little circle. Where's the DE? There used to be a bunch of them around here. Let's try further south. Nope. Circle. Circle. I could have sworn there were DE over here. There we are. Okay, got enhancement. We just got a bunch that we want to sell. These things debuff also. They're green cons though, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, the cairns actually. Maybe it's the cairns and not the quartz that do so much debuffing. I think they both do. $14 to go. I wouldn't mind fighting a Devoured or two. Those guys are fun to beat on. I just have a funny feeling that after we defeat the 20 guys, since we're level 40, it'll be like, oh, go defeat another 20, and then go defeat another 20. Because they tend to do that with the higher level missions. There's some Black Rose. And there's more down there. And these guys are all cake because they're gray cons and green cons. I'm not worried about the cairn because he's so far below my level. Right, he's level 35, I'm 38, that he can't do anything to me. Five more Devouring Earth. And here's some. See, when they're greedy, they don't even really aggro to you because they realize you're like deep purple to them. Two Rebels. That should take care of it. One to go. And there's a clue. A map of Eden. You found this map of Brickstown on one of the Devouring Earth creatures. A large X has been scrawled across one corner of it with the word Terra. Now, so we've got to head to the train station And I'm going to show you a little something, and then we will stop for today. So this is just like where Eden is. Because from the note you can't tell if it's a real place or not. But I believe it is a hazard zone if I'm remembering correctly. So let's just see if I'm right. Brickstown. We'll check out the map and see what it says. I thought... Let's see, let's look at this. There's Eden. Oh, it's south of Fault Line. For some reason I thought it was off of Brickstown. Oh well, I was wrong. Alright guys, I gotta sell enhancements and some salvage, and then I'll head south to the mission door, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to go into the mission.